In the garden beneath the olive trees, Jesus knelt alone upon his knees, knowing the hour that had been foretold, knowing the road would be cruel and cold. Father, if you will, take this cup from me. But he chose the path that was meant to be. His disciples slept while he prayed through the night, while Judas came forward beneath torchlight. A kiss on his cheek became the sign, and soldiers seized the one called divine. No army came to save him, no sword was raised on high. He could have walked away that night, but he chose instead to die. They dragged him before the rulers at dawn, questioned and accused him till the night was gone. Peter stood outside, afraid to be known. 3 times he denied him, then wept alone. False witnesses spoke, but their stories disagreed. Yet they searched for a reason to make him bleed. Jesus remained silent before their rage. Then he answered when asked if he was the Son, and the sentence they wanted had begun. From the council to Pilate, from judgment into shame, the innocent stood condemned, though no crime could bear his name. Pilate questioned Jesus, "Are you king?" Jesus answered, without denying the thing. Pilate found no reason to condemn him to death, but the crowd cried louder with every breath. Barabbas was offered prisoner, or Christ. The crowd chose the criminal and demanded his life. Pilate washed his hands before the shouting crowd, while hatred and pressure grew louder and loud. Then Roman soldiers took him away to mock the king before the day. Purple cloth upon his shoulders, a crown of thorns pressed down. They mocked him as a king, while blood ran from his crown. They struck him with the instruments of Rome, leaving wounds across his battered form. They spat upon him and laughed at his name, struck him again in a spectacle of shame. They placed a reed within his hand, then bowed in mockery where he would stand. King of the Jews, their cruel voices cried, while he endured the torment without a reply. Then they took the robe and led him away, and began the final journey toward Golgotha that day. The road was waiting, the cross was near. The crowd kept moving, but heaven knew what was here. Outside the city they brought him to the hill. The soldiers ordered him onward still. The cross was placed upon his wounded frame, and Simon of Cyrene was forced to bear the weight. Women followed crying as he passed, but Jesus turned and spoke to them at last. "Do not weep for me," his message came, "for greater sorrow would follow in their days." Then they reached the place called Golgotha, the place of the skull beneath the morning sky. Nails through his hands, nails through his feet, wood beneath him, stone beneath the street. The king was lifted, the crowd looked on, and darkness waited for the coming dawn. Between 2 criminals they raised him high, the king of the Jews beneath the sky. Above his head the accusation was written, while the people watched the suffering begin. The soldiers divided his garments below, casting lots for what each one would own. The leaders mocked him, "Save yourself now," while strangers shouted beneath his crown. One criminal joined in the bitter attack, but the other saw something the crowd could not grasp. "Remember me," the dying man cried, and Jesus mercy that day. Today you will be with me in paradise. Father, forgive them, they do not understand. A prayer from the suffering, mercy from the condemned. Then darkness covered the land, as though creation itself could not stand. Hours passed beneath the blackened sky, while Jesus remained upon the cross to die. His mother stood nearby, watching her son, while those closest to him saw what had been done. I thirst, he said, as the suffering grew, and the final moments were coming into view. Then he cried out with his final breath, and surrendered his spirit into death. The earth shook beneath the terrible scene, the temple curtain was torn between. It is finished, the final words were spoken. The body was still, the sacrifice was complete. The sky had witnessed, the earth had trembled, and the world would never be the same. A Roman centurion stood beneath the cross, seeing the death of the one who seemed lost. Joseph of Arimathea came before the night, asking Pilate for Jesus' body outright. The body was taken from a wooden tree, wrapped carefully according to Jewish burial custom. A new tomb was waiting, carved into stone, a place where no body had previously lain alone. They carried him inside, but this evening drew near, then rolled the enormous stone across the entrance. The women watched the place where his body lay, as the Sabbath approached and darkness filled the day. They dragged him before the rulers at dawn, questioned and accused him till the night was gone. Peter stood outside, afraid to be known. 3 times he denied him, then wept alone. False witnesses spoke, but their stories disagreed. Yet they searched for a reason to make him bleed. Jesus remained silent before their rage. Then he answered when asked if he was the Son, and the sentence they